a bank that it was our client, um, we had just run a training for. And my brother said, he looked at me, signing that invoice, and he said, life is not fair. So I thought he was talking about my mom, like, oh yeah. So it's like, man, I just wish that mom was here. This is now the time that we should be
She's
spoiling her with
spoiling
all
her.
you know. And he said, no, I wasn't talking about mom. I was like, okay, what were you talking about? He said, we used to pay you to keep quiet when you were young. Now people are paying you to talk. I didn't see that coming. So in a way, you asked the question, was I always like this? I recall that there was a day that I was actually going to see my mom before then, and one of my teachers was on the road. I don't know why. His car must have broken down on the road or something happened. But as I was driving home, um, I saw him and I stopped, reversed, and picked him up. And this was my primary school teacher. And he said to me, Durotoye, Durotoye. Wow. Looking at the car and everything, you are doing well. Durotoye. So what do you do? What do you do? And I said, sir, I talk. And I actually used that because that gentleman, I remember one day he beat me. Because as usual, during lunch break, those, in school, I would sit down and I would be talking, and students will gather and they will forget. We won't hear the bell when it rings to say, get in. And sometimes they will have to come and chase everyone. You are listening to Durotoye again. Go inside. And so I didn't know. And one day the guy said, I told you, Oro, which means the word. Oro, it is word that will get you into trouble. And so when the man saw me that day and said, what do you do? And, as a speaker, as a teacher, as a counselor, as a coach, I said to him, I talk. And he said, wow.